Oh boy, you out there in Hammond, Indiana. Woo! 14 mil, what's up, bro? China's in the house. I'm from Asheville. Where's Asheville at? Pensacola, Florida. Actually, lived there for a period of time. Cool city. Cincinnati's in the building. Midwest, Ohio, New Zealand. Shout out to all the Kiwis that are checking in. I believe y'all look. Yeah. Y'all are the Kiwis, right? That's what they call y'all. My girl Rican's in the building. Hey, real quick, guys. If you want to really come through, you don't miss the live streams and all the content, you can see right above me, all right, are the two links that I would ask if you really fuck with me. If you like, yo, Moon, I love your funny shit, check out the rest of my stuff. Hit those two links, kick.com, djmoondawglive is where I stream Monday through Friday for the after hours. That's where we get wild and crazy because I can say whatever and I don't have to worry about getting demonetized on YouTube or TikTok banning my live streams because I'm talking too real. Let's say it like that, talking too real. Kick.com slash djmoondawglive is where you want to be. And for all of the other content that we do from streaming to commentary, all of that goes on the YouTube channel at djmoondawglive. You can watch all the live streams back, as you're driving in the whip to wherever you're going, or you can get the highlights from the streams. We post those up as individual clips and highlights. A lot of dope stuff out there. In fact, one of the things I just released today, I think, or yesterday, was my Thanksgiving TikTok fails compilation video. Some of the funniest Thanksgiving fails. I put it all together in one long video. It's not long, it's like 15 minutes or something like that. But if you want to sit there and laugh straight for 15 minutes, it's up on my YouTube channel. All right. So I want to make sure y'all know about that. What's the favorite video you reacted to? Oh man, there's too many good ones in there, to be honest with you, bro. Keep me company while I'm working. Sounds good. Yo, Crazy came through over from TikTok. Yo, you a real one, Crazy. What's up, man? Welcome. Appreciate you for joining us on Kick, man. For real. Yeah, we love it, man. Shout out to Tampa. What's up, Tampa? All right. Enough of the talking. Let's get into the videos, y'all. All right. Let's set this up here. Cool. All right, y'all. Let's take a look at the newest video from my man, The Desirable Truth, on YouTube. Highly recommend and suggest that you go follow and sub to his channel. He's really killing it with these street interviews. So we're back in Miami, in Brickell. If you don't know about Brickell, Brickell's like the epicenter of the heart of Miami, where everyone goes to be seen, get seen. It's flashy. It's all of that. So let's take a look and see the unsettling reality of modern dating.
Would you tolerate cheating from me?
Of course.
Wait, what?
I would.
What?
Now why?
Wait, we off the gates with a based ass comment? What?
Is that?
Because men biologically cheat.
Tell me more.
Because you can go sleep with a girl right now and it's just pleasure. For example, we're surrounded right now by a shit ton of amazing clubs. You can walk into the club right now, get super drunk and just have a one-night stand, but you're still coming home to me, sleeping with me, providing for me, and doing everything you're supposed to. It's just biologically made that men are gonna go ahead and cheat because it's just pleasure. You know what I mean? It's status, basically, when men cheat.
But when women...
Well, it's because of their status that they can't cheat. Now, let's not get into semantics. I won't say semantics, but let's not get into, obviously cheating. Is it right or is it wrong? Depending on who you ask, are gonna have their beliefs in that. But the point that a man can do it and it only means a physical thing is absolutely true. I'm actually surprised we're out the gate and she's like super based about this. Like she's super based. Murder Cap, what's up?
It's disrespect because when we cheat, it's a connection. Like we cheat with intention, we cheat with emotions. You guys don't cheat with emotions, we do. So I don't think a man should stay with a
Wait, Rico said I must go to America to protect her.
woman that cheats on her.
Now, why wouldn't you feel insecure by finding out that I, was blowing another chick's back out?
Because like I said, you guys cheat. Like, I mean, if you look back into all of our families and stuff, our grandparents technically cheat on our grandmas and our grandmas stay because it's duty. You're meant to, as women, you're meant to be feminine and protect of the home and stay with your partner and take care of the kids. So I personally would stay if my man were to cheat.
Now, does my status have anything to do with it, or would you also stay with the broke guy?
Oh, 100%.
No, I think your status has to
Yeah.
do a lot with it.
Yeah. You gotta keep it a buck, y'all. No woman's gonna accept a man that is broke, any of that. Like you have to provide her with a certain lifestyle, or you have to mean something to her to the point where she would accept that. There's no other way around that. We all know that, right? We all know that.
So you'd only tolerate it from a guy who was really holding it down.
Of course, if I'm like getting everything, if you're providing for me and doing everything you're supposed to, I would definitely tolerate cheating. But if it's a 50-50 relationship, it's like I'm your roommate. Why are you like making me downfall? Like that's not cool.
How do you feel about body count?
Well, I don't feel anything, right? But what I think about body count is, I think that after a certain amount of sexual encounters, I think that would definitely disqualify a woman from being in a relationship with me.
Now, what's too much for you?
To me, shit, man, really like more than 3, man. More than 3, more than 4.
You think that's real?
Yo, all right. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna call it straight. I'm gonna call it down the middle, y'all. Bro, 100%.
Stop the cap.
Gotta stop with 3. Come on, man. 3 is not realistic, bro. He, you know what I'm saying? Like he definitely been watching way too much Tate. He got the demeanor. He got the look. I'm not saying like bro's put together well. I know he probably bags a lot of bitches. You know what I'm saying? But the ideology that he is just now speaking on about 3, more than 3, bro. Hey, come on, man. By the time a woman starts and loses her virginity, I think within the first few years she'll put 3 on the board quickly. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me ask you guys in chat. Realistically, and let me ask this for the fellas, what is a realistic number, like above that number is too much for a body count for you to take a woman into a relationship, or a serious relationship, or a marriage? Is there a number, fellas? Let me know. By the way, if you're on IG or TikTok, if you come over to Kick or on the YouTube channel, when you guys type in chat, it shows up on the stream as well, so people can see what you're saying. 30, I see 30, no more than 20. 10 is fine. Okay. Double digits for sure. 1, yo, Joe, you're clowning, bro. 1 is not realistic. You guys are clowning for real. You guys are clowning for real. 34, 30, 10 is cool. I'm saying what number, anything more than, guys, anything more than X number is too much. So 30 seems to be a common number. You know what I mean? I also think what's left out of this conversation is at what age. I think we have to be realistic, because if you meet someone at 40 and you expect them to have a body count less than 10, yeah, okay, come on, bro. Because the longer you live on Earth, you know, you're going to smash more. Now, if you like 20 and you got 30 bodies, like, bro, you was putting in full-time work and overtime on the weekends to put that number on there. So I think you got to factor in age, you know what I mean, for this number. We need to develop a scale, honestly. Can we do that one day on stream, y'all? Can we develop like a scale to be like, at this age, this number, at this age, you know, and it's going to gradually go up. We got to be realistic, right? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my thought process. David said 40 or so. Okay. More than 15. Esquire don't have no problems. I think you're married. That's why, right? Let's see if their age was 50, 29 to 34. So I think that's where we need to figure that out one day on the stream. We need to figure out these numbers. And I have an idea of coming up with some stuff too. We'll save that for another day. But 3 is just unrealistic, man. Straight up.
Realistic in today's day?
Well, it depends where you're looking, brother. I mean, out here, probably not. But I'm a firm believer in you'll attract what you are. I'm a firm believer in, you know, there's certain places you don't go in expecting a different outcome. So for example, I'm not going to go to the club and expect a woman with 3 bodies.
So is your body count less or
Less
more
than 3?
I think that it doesn't matter when it comes to a man's body count, because 1, women look for men with experience, right? Is that necessarily always sexual experience? No. However, considering the fact that men, we're not 100% ran by our emotions like women are. You know, it's harder for a man to lose the ability to bond with his partner, with his wife or his girlfriend, versus a woman. After a certain amount of bodies, a woman's going to lose that ability.
And how much do you think that would be?
Well, I think biologically, right, if we're talking about, you know, evolutionary psychology, is more than 5. So, you know, studies show that after a woman has more than
Yeah, I wish he would just speak authentically. He's just reciting all of the RP talking points from Fresh and Fit and Rolo Tomasi and Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong, but he's just regurgitating all of the red pillars talking points instead of just speaking from like how he really feels about it. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to podcast this conversation right now. You know what I mean?
5 sexual partners, her ability to pair bond with a man drops from 80% to 20% at her virgin. Her ability to be with a man longer than 10 years. Oxytocin.
He's over it. He's not even
What's
really
your
interested.
age?
Yo, Desirable Truth was not even interested in talking to him. He's like, yo, I'm just really getting the Spanish Andrew Tate conversation here.
I'm 19.
How long you been with your boyfriend?
A year, almost 2 years.
Okay. You see it going forever with him?
I hope so.
Nah,
So
not
if
the.
he gave you a guilty-
Not the. I hope so. That does not show confidence whatsoever. By the way, this guy's definitely lying. Does not know what he's talking about, man. It said biological 5, bro. I don't even know the number, but I know it's way higher than 5. He's not in touch with reality. Like I said, I think bro is just really. He's literally. Look at him. He literally is a clone of Tate. His whole look and all the talking points, instead of just speaking from how he felt, he's just regurgitating, like I said, red pill talking points.
Free pass to have fun with anybody. Would you take it?
No.
D, what's up?
Why not?
Because I think a relationship is more than a guilt-free pass. Like, even if he gave me one, I wouldn't just go out partying with my friends. My friends aren't like that either. They wouldn't let me.
Do you think he would take it if you gave him one?
I hope not.
Realistically.
Realistically, I don't think so. But we live in Miami, and these girls are all, you know.
Say it. Say
You
it.
don't think you...
Hey, yo, she didn't want to say it, but she know what she was trying to say. These girls are hoes. you know what I'm saying?
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
Yep, exactly.
add up to it?
What?
You don't think you add up to the girls?
Oh,
Toby,
no,
what's
I
up?
just mean the girls are like something I can't say on TikTok because you'll get reported.
Say it,
I
girl.
don't think so.
They're all sluts here.
Oh my God! She said it. You rarely hear of a girl calling out other girls for that type of shit because they all generally want to be, you know what I'm saying, girlies, you know, and all that stuff. I respect her for just calling it like it is because it is like that, y'all. We understand this. Like, people with common sense understand that you have women and you got hoes. You got men and you got crusties, dusties, bums, right? Like we know that there are good and bad on both sides of the gender side of it, right? Like it's good guys, there's bad guys, there's good women and there's shitty women. So like you don't really hear a woman come out and just call all the girlies that are out here doing that and stuff like straight up sluts. That's crazy.
See, sluts isn't really a bad word though.
Okay, yeah.
But in your mind, like, why do you think there are a lot of sluts in Miami?
Because there's a lot of girls trying to compete, and a lot of girls think
Yeah.
that the only way to get a boyfriend is to like sell their body out.
But that's prostitution.
Oh, well, not like that either. Not prostitution, but like to dress a sort of way to get a guy's attention. Like, it's on the inside. But
And you don't feel like you compete with other women to get your man?
not really. I mean, if he wants to go at another girl, go at it. Like, that's your decision, not mine.
Should he have any say in how you dress?
I understand him, but sometimes, yeah, like, it's fine to me. He can have a say, because he's my boyfriend.
How do you feel?
About what? Like the dress and shit?
Yeah.
It's like she can wear what she want. But it's like, you know how they go out and want to wear all that shit, show all that skin and shit. It's like that. I feel like that's for single people. So if you want to be single, you can wear that shit, do what you want.
Right.
But I mean, if you want to be in a relationship with me, you can wear what you want. But I mean, I feel like you should respect yourself. You feel me?
Does it make a difference if you're...
Hey, by the way, bro said it perfectly. And I think this is something that when I look on Twitter, bro, like they be trying to go in, some of the women be like, oh, I'll never let a man tell me what to wear and all that. I'm like, yo, you're missing it. And then the argument they'll try to make is they just trying to control, they're insecure. And it's like, yo, you're that is such a cope to excuse the behavior. You're trying to shame a man on that when what he said was perfect. That is like essentially the perfect way to describe it is like, yo, listen, if we're together, I want you to respect yourself and have some respect for me. And if you want to do that, then do it. We would just want to be together. And I think more men need to like handle it like that. It shouldn't be like a controlling thing necessarily, be like, you have to wear this or da. But if she wants to do that, hey, deuces, I'm out. Like, you don't have to be with me. You know what I'm saying? That is what every man should handle it, and not handle it in a I'm gonna control you way and you have to do this. That's not healthy. You know what I mean?
With her?
I mean, it's all up to her. But I feel like if she in a relationship, she should respect her body a little bit more, if that makes sense.
So a woman really doesn't respect herself if she's dressing slutty?
Yeah, something like that. We all know when it gets to a certain point, you know what I'm saying? If you weren't showing all your skin and shit, I mean, you're doing that for a reason. So that's how I feel about it.
You feel like women show a lot of skin just for attention?
No, I completely disagree.
What?
Because women can wear what they want. It doesn't have to be a symbol of gaining attention. It's just what they like, you know?
But he seems to think differently.
Yeah, he doesn't get it, but he'll
What? Now her disrespecting him.
Not with that.
At this moment, bro got a dumper. He got a dumper. He got a dumper, bro. He got to cut her loose. Oh no, she's tripping.
And here, speak a little louder, okay? I know you're really soft-spoken, but right here, come forward a little bit. Yep, good guys. How do you feel about your girl having guy friends?
That's absolutely unacceptable. I don't think that men and women can be friends.
What if it was a guy she knew before she met you?
No way, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Is it no way she can't text or call them, or is it just no way she can't hang out with them?
I'll put it to you this way. I don't ever tell a woman what she can and can't do. However, if she does certain things, I'm no longer with her, if that makes sense.
So where do you draw the...
Listen, man, Jose Tate over here going crazy. Jose Tate out here. Hey, yo. Hey, Telemundo Tate is out here wilding, bro. He's regurgitating 100% all of the red pill rhetoric. It's actually funny, man. It's actually funny. Yeah, you know, like to me, what it is, the reason why this bothers me is like he's trying too hard. You know what I mean? Like he's trying too hard, bro. Like, come on, man. Just keep it a buck. Not my boyfriend beefing so hard with my guy friends, which wait, what? Which is he? What? Humble? Say that again. I don't understand that. They said Alberto Tate. Hey, y'all stupid, man. Yeah. If he was just talking more so from just how he felt versus regurgitating talking points, it'd probably come off a lot better.
The line.
If he's not your brother or your cousin or your father or your uncle, then you shouldn't have any communication with him, you know? Unless it's a coworker and it's only at work. You see what I'm saying? I think that men, we know what men want. You know, some women like to say, "Oh, I don't look at men that way. He's just my friend." And a lot of women also like to say, you need to be a little bit more secure, a little bit more confident. You need to trust your woman more, and it has nothing to do with trust. It has more so to do with our biological urge to be territorial with our women after we claim her as ours. We're very protective over them, and not only that, men know men, especially when you've been around the block.
I mean, this is the part that's true. Like, men know men. We know how men are. Hey, some men will stalk their prey. I'm using this analogy now. Don't take this literal, right? But they will stalk and hunt that prey, aka that woman that they like, and be in that friend zone for as long as it takes for her to finally crack on a Sunday night because she's so lonely. She invites you over to hang out and do Netflix, and next thing you know, you finally got her to slob on your knob, and you're like, yes. It only took 15 years, but I got it. You know what I mean? Like, they will play the long game. Men know men. I think that's a part of the equation that some women don't understand. When the guy's like, nah, I don't want you going out like that. You're going to a club looking like that, because I know what's going to happen. A guy's going to come up to you. He's going to be drunk. He's going to be very handsy. He's going to be in your face like this. And ladies, come on, let's be honest. You know how when guys when they're at the club drunk and they get in your face like this, hey, and you know, they got the breath stinking and all that stuff. You don't like that. And then he starts touching on you. Then if I find about it, now I got to come down there and clap someone, and I'm going to go to jail. You see how you can avert all of that by simply not putting yourself in situations that could lead me down the path where I have to get retribution and I got to get back in blood. You know what I mean? Like, you can avoid all that. Just go do brunch. You don't got to go to a club with the skimpy dress on, because if somebody puts his hands on you, now I got to go defend your honor. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to pull out the strap. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm doing 50 to life. You know what I mean? Dudes are hunters. Oh, man.
You understand a man's nature and you understand a woman's nature. So, yeah, absolutely not.
What's your age?
21.
Hey, she's smart for 21.
What do you think the issue is with dating right now?
Social media, 100%.
What about it?
Just because we have so many role models that are not doing the right thing right now. So, for example, one of them would be Sexy Red, Cardi B. So we have role models that we look up to the wrong people, I would say, and we forget how feminine and how we were set up to, how we were brought up to this world to be wives, to cook, to clean, and to be submissive to men. So I would blame the feminists as well, honestly.
So because the Sexy Reds and the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions are always shaking ass and preaching that screw all men, it's kind of messing up society in your mind.
The boss babe generation too, because we forget that men are here to work and to take care of us. So we're playing the man role, and I don't think that's the right thing to do right now. We forget
a man should be a man, and a woman should be a woman.
That's what men are for, to take care of us.
Okay, so we provide and protect.
Exactly.
Monetarily wise too?
Yes, of course.
What do women bring then?
We don't bring shit. We just give birth. That's it.
That's how you look at it?
Yeah, of course. If you really analyze the situation, that's all we're good for, to give birth. I mean, you can cook for yourself, you can clean for yourself, you can do everything for yourself.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I did not expect her to say that. I did not expect her to say that. She's just taking this to a whole nother level. I would never say that that's only a woman's purpose, because for me, what a woman brings is the essence of a woman, the femininity. To me, it's a balance. It's the yin and the yang. A man is a man, masculinity, and the things that we have to go through. For me, the value in a woman, when she brings the softness that allows me to feel at peace, feel like I am taken care of in the sense of like, I got you, babe, or let me do this little thing to help make your day a little bit easier. To me, that is the big appeal for me, for a woman, right? And as well as her beauty, right? Her smell, her look, her smile, her kindness, warmth, and all that stuff. To me, that is the value. And the birth is just like being able to birth a child is like very special. Like, that is an incredible thing that women are very special. You know what I'm saying? For them to be able to bring life into the world. And I'll never discredit that. That is incredible. And to be a mother is incredible. So I always give women respect in that regard, because of what they go through, the process, the birth, how it changes their bodies and and their emotions. So I respect the shit out of women, but I don't think I would ever go so far as what she just said. That's all they're good for. I think there's definitely other stuff that they're good for. And it's the thing about it though, for me, is that it is not anywhere as tangible as like for men, where men, it's very clear: money, security, protection, all these other things that are more commonly talked about. I think what a woman brings is they're more intangibles, in my opinion. You know what I mean? What's my love language? Gifts of service is my number one. And that being, for example, long day, I come home, oh, I got your clothes cleaned for tomorrow, or, oh, you know what? I ran to the store because I know you mentioned that you broke this certain thing that whatever item. I went and I got you a new one to replace that one. Oh shit. you just saved me 20 minutes or an hour out of my day that I had to go do that because you were just being thoughtful enough to make my life. Very little things. Guys, you don't understand. Like for us guys, and I think guys here will agree, we're very easy, man. It's not much. And for when a woman does a little thoughtful thing for a man, I think most men really resonates with them because we're not used to that. We're not really used to that thing. You know what I'm saying? The only person that normally has done that for us is our mother. I think, you know, being able to like do a little thing for you and all that stuff. So I think there's an element of when you find a woman to be your woman, they always say like you look for a partner that has the qualities of a parent, right? Not on some weirdo stuff, but like, for instance, you tend to find a partner that was similar in ways to whatever parent, whether it's your dad or your mom, depending on, you know, whatever, that there's similarities in the things that they do and stuff like that. So that's kind of my thought on that. Monica, thank you for joining. Words of affirmation for me. That's a good one. Yeah, for me, it's acts of service, physical touch, and the third one, I forgot what the third one is. But you know, she also makes a good point too about the fact that, like, for me, I'm a very self-sufficient man. I've been like this since I was in the military. I cook, I could cook, and I cook. Not like I just make some noodles. Like I actually cook. So, you know, I don't have to go out. I don't ever really go out. In fact, these days I really don't go out to eat unless it's an occasion because I just rather cook healthier and all that stuff. Clean, organized. You know, I mean, listen, y'all, we're in a day and age where you can get all kinds of toys to satisfy yourself. You don't even need like a partner because like anything you need, you can get it. If you need to get food, you can DoorDash. If you need to clean your crib, you can call a cleaning service. If you're lonely, you can get a toy. You can watch stuff. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. So like there's services out there and that you can replace that can do the job of someone else that was in your life. So then it really makes you have to think about, you know, if you're going to have someone in your life, do they really bring some value to it? Otherwise, you're better off just hiring a service to bring you food, clean your crib, and go to the toy store and get some toys. So, you know, so you can handle that other personal business. You know what I mean? They said Greta and Valerie. That's the inside joke for those of y'all don't know. If you're in my kick streams, you'll learn all about Greta and Valerie. All right.
So why do you think your man chose you?
Because
I was in the Marine Corps.
I made it hard for him.
Give me an example.
He was trying to get at me for a couple months, and then every other girl just gave it up to him super easily.
But when you guys finally got together, did you do it quick?
No,
How long did you make him wait?
about like 4 or 5 months.
Woo,
And
okay.
so y'all went on dates
Yes.
consistently and you didn't smash for 5 months?
No, I did not.
It must have been majestical then.
It was the talking process, and then we started dating, and after that, I was like, okay, now that you like me, I can do it.
Okay. What was your ex like?
I've never had an ex. That's my first boyfriend.
Wait, how old is she?
Did he take your virginity?
Yeah.
Why'd you hesitate?
I don't know. That's a personal question on TikTok. I was like, oh God.
So,
This makes
at
sense.
19, why didn't you just...
Oh, no, I've been with him since I was 17.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So why didn't you end up just waiting until marriage? Even though you've been with him for 2 years.
I mean, I am Catholic, and I think God would... I don't think God thinks that... Okay, in my personal opinion, I think that the waiting till marriage is mostly because God doesn't want us to just go around sleeping with everybody until you're just supposed to be sure. So I was sure I wanted to do it with him, and I did.
If he cheated on you, would you give him another shot?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, at all.
Even after 5 years?
Even after 5 years.
Sure.
Hell yeah, I'm sure. What?
You think she would leave you?
I think she would. Cause the loyalty, you know, it's
After
like
you cheat one time, just
after a long time, we know what type of page we on. It's like after that shit happen, you can go on with your life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's how we feel, both ways.
So even if it was just like a kiss?
Anything in that cheating topic, yeah.
So what do you consider cheating?
Any relation with a female?
So just texting.
Anything, yeah. Texting,
Yeah.
talking.
So even if he didn't do anything with a girl and he was just, you know, you just saw her in his DMs, you'd leave him.
No. If he responds, yeah. Yeah.
100%. She be going through his DMs all day. I know she got the passcode. I just got the sense that she be going through the passcodes and shit. You know what I'm saying? HR, thank you, Royal.
What's cheating to you?
Irv, what's up?
It's like that friendly shit, you know, friendly shit, showing out.
Pedro, what's up?
Just like, you know, just any type of shit. Like, just for example, if you go up, talk to a nigga, you friendly, you trying to talk to the next, you know what I'm saying? That's cheating. I don't fuck with that shit. But that's just how I am.
How do you feel about the way women dress?
Oh no, tell them MoonDawg takes back.
I like a woman that dresses modest. You know, I like a woman that isn't revealing too much of a body, too much of a skin. Now, if she's with me, there's certain things that I will tolerate. However, I think that there's a way that a woman can dress where she still looks sexy, right? However, it's still elegant and graceful. So I think a promiscuous dressing woman, it says a lot about her, and it also says a lot about the respect she has for her husband or her man.
Do you think when women dress promiscuous, it's for themselves or is it for male attention?
It's definitely for male attention. I mean, come on, you know, it's in our nature. You
D,
know,
what's
I
up?
mean, why does a man go to the gym? You know, why does a man dress a certain way? It's to attract the opposite sex. Now, of course, there's other ways that you can utilize image for your benefit. For example, if I want to, you know, impress a new business partner, if I want to be looked at a certain way, I can use it as a tool. But also, if my intentions are to attract the opposite sex, I'm going to dress a certain way, right? I'm going to use image to my advantage. And I think that a lot of young ladies and older ladies as well think that by them saying, "Oh, it's just for me," it just disqualifies biology. When in reality, they're doing it to attract the opposite sex. You know.
How long was your last relationship?
7 years.
Why do you think it ended?
He was about my age, and I think he needs to gain his status because men gain status around 21 through 27 years old, and right now that's what he's doing.
No, they really kind of get up there in their 30s. In their 20s, you're just trying to kind of get yourself situated and kind of get your start going.
Gaining his status.
But I mean, if you were with him for 7 years, why not stick it through while he's building?
Another issue was his family, I would say. He was a very mommy's boy, so I think sometimes when you're raised around women, and that was his case, you don't know how to be masculine because your role model are usually women, not men. And I think it's very important for a man to have men as role models and not women.
So
I agree.
Were some of the signs that he was lacking?
She going in.
masculinity?
Providing.
She's going in.
100%. He wasn't very protective. He would tell his mom everything, and I think that's a big red flag. I think a relationship is of two. I think you should never go to bed with an argument. I think you should always settle everything down in bed, in a room, before you even get to sleep. That's one of my biggest things, and that's something that he did lack. Like, you guys tend to or immature men tend to run away from situations when there's a disagreement, and that was my situation, so that was a big red flag.
Okay. Any other red flags that mama's boys bring?
They always listen to their mom. That's the biggest issue, that they listen to their mom and they forget that they have their own thoughts and their own opinions.
So it's not about a man who's super close with his mom, is if he lets his mom dictate everything.
Exactly.
And he's unable to provide.
Exactly, because another thing I would say is, you know if a man is good by the way he treats his mother. But there's a difference between the way you treat your mother and you telling everything to your mother. And always needing your mom's opinion when you make decisions.
Yo, you know, I find this interesting, this whole thing. I've noticed this, that women don't like a mama's boy, much like what she said here, because they go back and tell mommy everything. And I don't personally believe that, you know, as a man, you should be running off and telling about your relationship to anybody really like that. But let's just kind of play along with this, because the thought I have here is I find it interesting that those women that don't like mama's boys, because the guy will go and tell their mom what's going on in the relationship. Hey, hear me out. I think my theory here is they don't like it because when they tell when the son tells the mom, yeah, this is what's going on. She did this, da da da. The mom's gonna be like, mom's knows the woman's games, and she can be like, oh fuck that bitch because she's playing, she's using you, she's doing this, and I think that's why some women don't like mama's boys because they really are more so worried about the mama knowing the woman's game and calling her out on it and messing up her whole flow. Y'all following me? Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? I that's my working theory on why those women that don't like mama's boys is the main reason. They won't say it, but they're like, I don't want mama knowing what I'm trying to do. She's gonna tell her son to watch out for this when I'm trying to do that, or manipulate them, or use them, or whatever kind of a dirty thing they might be trying to do. I think we figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Dave, what's up? Everybody said I'm right. Oh, real quick, y'all. Wish Miss Monica a very happy birthday. She's over on Kick. Now's a good time to mention y'all. Come on over to kick.com, djmoondawglive to watch the stream. Your chats show up on the stream below. All right, let's continue watching though. Detective Moon. I'm hot on the case, man. GTA tonight. You know what? Jay, I don't know if we're gonna get on GTA tonight. We'll see what's on our timing. I gotta go to the gym later.
Does your boyfriend let you have guy friends?
I mean, we're in the same friend group. Like, these are all my friends, and they're all his friends too. So.
But you don't have any other guy friends outside of that?
Not really. I used to, but we all drifted after high school.
Okay. How do you think you would feel if you met a new guy and he wanted to hang out with you? As friends?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
But why not though?
I feel like it's disrespectful.
Because?
I think that girls and guys can't just be friends.
She gets it. Hey, Sweet Baby D said, not true. All women aren't users like men though. No, I agree. One thing about me is I don't ever say everything is one way. The reality is that there's always gonna be segments of people that will do certain behaviors and others that won't. I don't think most women will try to use a man. I think most grounded women, it's not on their mind. But there's a certain type of women that certainly are looking at men in a very transactional way. What can I benefit from? And once I know what it is, what I could potentially gain is what determines then what and the level of access they give to that man, whether it's to her body, whether it's to being in a relationship, whatever, then she'll kind of go in that direction. But it's only after she evaluates and the situation to see what she can gain out of it.
That's my opinion.
Okay, why do you feel that way?
Because guys are sexual people, like creatures, sexual
Thank
creatures.
you, Savin.
So I feel like girls and guys can't just be friends.
But women could be sexual too.
Yes, but well, the women I've grown up with are more, they respect themselves. So they wouldn't just go up to a guy and like,
Junior, thank you.
you know, let it out.
Okay. So you'd never hang out with a guy who you knew wanted more than just friends with you?
No.
How do you feel about him having girlfriends?
My friends can be his friends. I mean, and if
Uh-oh.
there's like a girl introduced, I'll meet him. I'll meet her, and if I don't like her, then no.
What's your biggest pet peeve about each other?
When I'm talking and then he doesn't respond.
Give me an example.
It was sometimes, it's not like intentional, like sometimes he's distracted, but yeah.
You feel like that's true?
I mean, not really. 'Cause I mean, I respond. You know what I'm saying? When she talk, I actively listen, and I respond. You know what I'm saying? You
What?
know, they say what they want to say
Oh, so it's just all cap. She's capping.
most of the time. Like, just earlier, she be capping.
What was she capping about?
About the dressing shit, she know what it is.
What? I'm
Don't
capping
cap.
about that?
I'm saying, like, if a female go, for example,
They're gonna break up after
or
this
she wanna
video.
wear a bra or
I know
some
they
shit,
broke
go
up.
out in a bikini or some shit, walking around. You're not at the beach.
Okay, but it's not
Why you got a
that.
bikini on? You know what I'm saying?
I
Shit like that. But I mean, like I said, she can wear what she want, but we all know what's really going on. That's how I feel about it.
I guess.
This is awkward. This is so awkward.
What's your biggest pet peeve about her?
I can see the tension growing between them two right now. This is very awkward. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you're on TikTok, please make sure you spam like the video, man. TikTok be shadow banning my streams. We need more people to come over. Oh, I could see the tension between the two. D said, I don't like them because they nosy. You talking about moms? I mean, you know, they're looking out for their sons. At least you're more interested with the guy with the mic. Yeah.
I can't really. I would be lying. I can't come up with something off the top of my head. I would be lying to you, like for real. I can't really come up with that.
Is there ever a point in time where a man should come to you about a decision, or should he handle it on his own all the time?
It depends. I feel like a very masculine man doesn't need my advice because he should know what's right from wrong. But definitely, I think as a man and as partners, we always want to give you guys our point of view because, you know, we have instincts as women. So we tend to feel and see things in a different form than you guys. So I do agree that there has to be an opinion brought up to you guys as partners, but not 100% like taking advice from. I think as men, you need to go to your boys or like a role model that you look up to as a man instead of coming to a woman, because at the end of the day, a woman is only gonna be in your side because that's your woman.
Right. So it's a woman's job to just support the man.
Yeah, of course, 100%. That's what we're here for.
So, you think dating gets harder for a man or a woman as they age?
It's definitely harder for a woman. You know, I mean, men age like wine, women age like milk. After a certain age, women lose the ability to attract the same men they did when they were 20, 21, you know? Men are attracted to youth versus women.
I can't deal with this guy.
But a lot of people will say that a man can lose his attractiveness as he ages as well.
If he doesn't take care of himself, absolutely. But if he prioritizes his fitness and his health, he eats well, right? He's prioritizing his nutrition, sleep, his mental health, his spiritual health. And bro, I mean, I'm 30 years old. I look like I'm 21. You know, 10 years from now, I'll probably look like I'm 30. So I take a lot of importance into my health. So that's what helps me. It's the lifestyle too. Like if you're out every single weekend partying, drinking liquor, smoking, like it's gonna deteriorate you as well.
I mean, that's true.
Take care of yourself.
Very
and
true.
You understand how you can slow time down. Then yeah, no, men age well.
All right, you know, right there, the last part, Telemundo Tate definitely was spot on with that. You know, like if you live a certain lifestyle, it'll wear you out quicker. So I'll give him credit for that. Overall, though, on this episode of The Desirable Truth, I will say it was really unexpected here. I mean, going back to her, shorty right here, super based, maybe a little even too real with some of the things that she said about it. But right out the gate, talking about how she would accept her man cheating. You got shorty right here. She was cool about, you know, what she had to say. I think that this couple, yeah, I think them two probably, they should, I wish they did follow-ups. I'm willing to bet that they might be in a little bit of a potentially breaking up after this one, because you could just tell the tension was there. You know what I mean? I definitely got the vibe that he wasn't really rocking with her answer about dressing up, you know, how she dresses or if she would dress up. And he's probably going to address that with her later after the fact. And then again, my issue right here with Telemundo Tate is that for the most part, everything he was saying was very much like he was on a podcast as a mini Tate. And instead of just speaking it like straight off the dome, it was regurgitating talking points. Not that what he was saying was necessarily wrong, but it was like, come on, bro, like you're definitely just like regurgitating the red pill playbook. You know what I'm saying? That support is expensive as fuck today. What are you talking about, Unique? Your videos are so funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to switch to the next video. Guys, before we do, we're going to get into a police body cam video.
In May.
All right, hold up. I'm going to let you guys decide on which one we want to watch first. Or, wait, what time is it? We got time? I think I'm kind of, oh, not this video. Where's this one?
Do you remember anything?
Okay. So, here are the two videos. Which one do you guys, oh, wait, we got three. Shit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you guys decide. First video, drunk woman goes absolutely nuts after trying to flood her jail cell. That sounds interesting. Second option, cops get sued, doesn't know the First Amendment, destroyed by an attorney. 3, insanely rude cop doesn't understand the law. Which one? 1, 2, or 3 do y'all want us jump into? Let me know. While you guys are deciding on that, I'm gonna let y'all vote on the next video. Y'all, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, come and make sure you are following me on kick.com, djmoondawglive. If you look below the video player, you'll see the URLs right there on kick.com. You can download the apps in the App Store for whatever Apple or Android. Create an account, follow me. And for all of the stream highlights, to watch the full streams or to get the stream highlights, it's on my YouTube channel at djmoondawglive. If you really fuck with me, if you like the funny stuff, I think you'll like all the other commentary videos, the reactionary stuff. Check it out, follow/sub, and I definitely appreciate it. All right. We see some 2s, I see some 3s, see some 1s. I see a lot more for 3s. I see a lot of 3s. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, we're gonna go with 3. I think 3s. I've seen a lot more 3s across all the platforms. Let's do it. All right, cool. Let's set it up. Ready? Cool. All right, guys, we're back on the Lackluster channel on YouTube. Please sub to the channel. They make great police body cam videos and commentary on them. So we're going to be watching one of their videos today. This one is an insanely rude cop doesn't understand the law. I can already tell that I'm going to get triggered. Let's find out what happens in this incident.
I have a right to ask you your name because you're recording our crime scene. You're not doing what I asked, and I'm a police officer. I have the right to ask you.
What are you
your
asking?
license.
Am I suspected of a crime?
Yes, sir. You're recording, and I don't know what your intentions is.
Am I detained?
Yes, sir. You are right now.
I'm detained?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel.
Oh boy, here we go.
In October of 2023, police received a 911 call about a disturbance at a Mexican restaurant.
As they left, Seth said a group of men followed them into a parking lot, and that's when a fight broke out.
While speaking with dispatch, the caller reports that shots had been fired.
One of the men started shooting at them. Seth said he grabbed an AR rifle and returned fire.
When officers arrived, just after 9:30 p.m., they found multiple people with gunshot wounds.
Seeing his dad and brother lying in the street, Seth said he then got a handgun from the console and shot towards the entrance of the restaurant.
The Eagle Press was on scene shortly after victims were transported to a hospital, and the story was on the news less than an hour later. At 10:30 p.m., the local cameraman was able to film from across the street without hassle from the agencies working the scene. 3 hours later, an anonymous viewer of the channel that we will refer to as Adam was passing through the area and stopped to take video, unaware of what happened or of the fact that it was already on the news.
All right, here we are on 8th and Main in Borger. There's a bunch of police stuff going on, and they have a drone up in the air. I think somebody got shot. There's a body out on the ground.
Noticing the tape, Adam moved closer to get a better look at the scene, ensuring that he kept out of the marked areas.
Okay, I think there was a shooting or something here. Looks like there's clothes laying on the ground. Looks like there's blood on the side of the truck there.
Adam ensured that he kept out of the crime scene tape and walked around the alley to ask an officer what happened.
I'm not gonna cross the line of that tape, so I'm gonna walk around here behind this building.
You're giving the play-by-play.
Up on the other side, there was some cops standing down there. Maybe they'll tell us something.
Before he could ask what happened, he was instructed to stand behind one of the police cruisers.
Back behind where?
Behind that car. As long as you just stay behind this car over here.
Okay.
Adam complied and watched as the officers played with their drone. Eventually, he crossed the street and made sure that he stayed parallel.
I like how Lackluster's like when the officers were just playing with their drone, like they weren't working. You know, one thing about Lackluster, if you watch enough of his videos, he'll throw subtle jabs at the officers throughout it. It's actually pretty funny. Yo, 24, thank you for the gifts, y'all. When you guys hit the gifts, or if you guys hit the Cash App, triggers the lights and shout you out. Thank you.
To the distance he had been told to stand previously.
I'm.
You need to show some respect, sir.
You
need to show respect. There are people that are involved in this that don't need to see this kind of stuff. You need to show respect.
Deputy K attempts to shame Adam into moving further back, but her argument makes little sense.
Sin, thank you for the
considering
gifts,
that
bro.
The local news had already played a similar video nearly 3 hours prior. Besides that, with
Thank you,
respect
24.
to the victim's family, the manner in which the government processes a crime scene, specifically one involving a death, is a high priority for public concern. If the officers botched this investigation, the family would likely be very grateful to have the investigation on film. But despite previously having permission to be where he was, Deputy K now tells him to move back further.
Back behind the cars. Nobody else is allowed up here. You're not either.
Back behind the cars. I told you a minute ago. Let's go.
I'm even with right where you told me to stand a minute ago.
Nobody's telling that you can't record. Record from back there. Go.
You can record from back there.
Let's go.
Okay,
Come
just
on, I'll walk with you. Let's
give me
go.
a second. I'm fixing to go over there.
Come on, I'll walk with you.
Okay, I'm back past where you told me to be over there.
In this car. Let's go.
Deputy K suddenly returns with more ridiculous orders.
I'm an investigator, and I'm here investigating. What's your name so I know for the crime scene log? Whenever
I don't have ID.
What is your name, though? I have a right to ask you your name because you're recording our crime scene.
Am I suspected of a crime?
Yes, sir. You're reporting. I don't know what your intentions is, or if you're going to release that. Which
Am
is
I
gonna
detained?
Yes, sir. You are right now.
I'm detained?
Yes, sir.
For what crime?
What I just told you, you are interfering with our crime scene.
Oh,
Because we are.
I hate when they do that, bro. Like, it's, you know what I want to tell her? Shut the fuck up! Go and do your job, man. It's so annoying when they do that. It's just a way for them to harass you. It really is.
Are now focused on you.
Interfering is physical.
No, sir, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I
not.
haven't done anything to interfere.
You're not doing what I asked, and I'm a police officer. I have the right to ask you for
What are you
your
asking?
license.
What are you
Your
asking?
driver's license, your information, your name.
Am I
What's your name?
suspected of a crime? Can you articulate the crime?
Yes, I can. And I can articulate it a lot better and with you in handcuffs when I take you up to jail if you don't cooperate.
Take
We're
me.
not playing this game. You want to record, that's fine. I don't care. But have some respect. Do you not understand what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
I was going to ask one of y'all.
That's none
Will
of
you
your
tell me
business.
so I'll know?
No, sir.
Will you tell me
There's a
so I'll
crime
know?
scene here.
Again, keep in mind that by this time the mainstream media had published their story 2 hours prior.
Inside the restaurant where the altercation started, which ultimately led to one person being killed and 3 others critically wounded in a shooting.
With video of the scene from a much closer distance, a direct statement from the local police department, and even the name of the deceased, wounded, and alleged gunman.
The city of Borger says the 25-year-old Seth Prius has been arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
And Deputy K is even seen in these videos.
If you won't tell me so that I know what's going on, then don't gripe about what's going on.
Go, get out of the scene now.
Hey, sir, as you can see, we're actually about to extend our crime scene.
So you need to go.
We're going to extend our crime scene.
Badge number, so
Yeah, they literally be moving the goalposts, bro.
I know who I talked to.
Let's go.
Corporal what?
Corporal Holsey.
Holson?
Halsey.
Hols-
122. Let's
Halsey.
Go.
Now.
Can I get your name and badge?
Deputy K 809. Go.
Deputy K?
Yes.
We're extending
go.
our crime scene, so let's go to move.
Okay.
Get out of the scene. I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay.
See how we're putting up the tape? Let's go.
Okay.
Back to the corner.
Can you tell me what happened?
Nope.
I have no clue.
That's fine.
She's all petty.
Back to the curb, because that's where we're extending our crime scene to.
Okay. Once tape gets back here,
That's not how it works. Move now.
How does it work?
It works because I'm telling you where the crime scene is going to be, and you're not going to be interfering with it. So let's move. Back to the curb.
Corporal Holsing, you said?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a complaint form on you?
I don't have one on me. You can go get one at our office hours, 8 through 5, Monday through Friday.
Okay, I'll do that.
Sir, I appreciate it.
The officers put up more crime scene tape, even though the scene had remained its relatively small.
What? They're taping the whole parking lot, bro. This is actually wild behavior. They taped the whole parking lot. It probably had nothing to do with the actual crime, just to get this guy to move. That'd be so petty. That'd be so petty.
Size for nearly 4 hours, and now as Adam leaves, he notices that he has a tail. More than halfway through the alley, he is approached by a new duo.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Slaughter, Border Police Department.
Okay.
Can I have you step back here, please?
I'm parked down this way. I asked Holzing, can I go down the alley, and he said yes. Okay. I'm done. I just want to get a couple shots and leave. Okay. And then he said they were extending the crime scene. I said, can I just go down the alley? Because when I came up...
Go ahead and go.
Adam finally made his way back to his vehicle and leaves, but it's important to know that officers can specify the investigative area surrounding a crime scene and that they can expand it as needed. And in most jurisdictions, a cruiser blocking the road or even an officer standing guard would be seen as a sufficient barrier in court. However, the issue is that in this case, it appears that the scene was only expanded to keep Adam as far back as the officers wanted, with no real reason for doing so, as they had allowed local media to access the scene much closer than Adam and were kind enough to provide information to disseminate to the public.
I mean, you know what it is when you have a real media organization, they're gonna have a certain level of you know behavior towards them versus an individual reporter, independent reporter, or just the average citizen that's trying to capture what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Amendment made it clear that the government has no business infringing on the rights of the press, and there is no state organization that can determine who is press or where they post what they consider to be news. The bottom line is that it's your right to film matters of public interest, or even your personal interests that don't matter to the public. But more importantly, it's your right to film your government at work. So keep filming. And if you like this video, let Adam know in the comments down below, and check out one of our other videos linked on the screen.
Hey, good job to Adam for doing what he needed to do. That was just real petty. It didn't escalate into something super serious. This was definitely more of a case of just of an annoyance. You know what I'm saying? Where am I trying to go back here? You know, them shifting the goalposts here just because they didn't want him around there capturing footage and recording them. It just be petty stuff, man. Little things like that. You know what I mean? All right, let's do another one. Let's do the drunk woman. All right, y'all, we're back with another one from Code Blue Cam on YouTube. Definitely subscribe to their channel. Check out all of their police body cam videos. This one is a drunk woman goes absolutely nuts after trying to flood her jail cell. This already sounds crazy. Let's find out what happens in this one.
In May 2022, officers were dispatched to a restaurant for a disorderly female in Wyandotte, Michigan. The staff stated a 30-year-old female named Jessica broke a glass.
Oh no,
and
Jessica.
Screamed at employees.
Oh no, Jessica.
About 30 minutes later, officers were dispatched again, this time to a park, in response to a potential intoxicated female who was barefoot.
Oh, Jessica's a menace. Jessica's a real menace.
They observed Jessica seated against a tree in the park, barefoot, shedding tears, and appeared distraught.
Hey, you okay? What's going on? Hey, you all right?
She must have broke up with her boyfriend for her to go out.
Hello? Hey, you okay?
I'm okay.
Well, what's going on? Obviously, something's going on.
Yeah, Diesel?
Can we help you? I mean, what's...
Yeah, if you can get his son to come over here and treat me like... 21.
I knew it. I called it. It's a breakup. That's why she's wilding out. Bro must have dumped her and she's over here drinking her woes.
Did you have, is that your boyfriend or husband?
No, he's not my boyfriend.
Okay.
No.
So.
No, actually, he's not my husband.
Who is he?
Like, he's not my boyfriend. He's
What?
not my husband.
Were you guys at Portofino?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I got irritated because I got drunk and I wanted to go home and he wanted to hang out with his family and I asked him, I told him I didn't feel good and I wanted to go home and he kept screaming at me that I was a drunk and that...
Do you have anyone that can come get you? Because obviously...
Unfortunately, I've been trying, but...
Okay. Nobody's answering the phone?
It's a loss.
Okay, who do you think could come get you?
Nobody, unless you'd like to drive me home. I would more than appreciate it.
So here's what we know so far. The guy is not her husband, not her boyfriend. So he's just the D supplier at this point. And he kicked her to the curb and she's drinking her ass off now because she's sad. Is that what we're working on right now? Seems like it.
How'd you get up here?
I drove my own car, my little Mercedes.
Oh no, she just admitted to drinking and driving.
And then you don't have anyone that can come get you at all, huh? No friends?
Unfortunately, I've been dialing the phone, but it's looking like it's a negative.
Despite the recommendation to call an Uber for herself, she refused and ordered that officers drive her to a specific location.
But before we continue, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsor, Sonoran Desert.
Okay, well, how are you going to get to your
every single day.
How are you going to get to your own house?
Well, you're you protect the public, right? So I'm sure you would like to protect me.
Well, we would. And that's why we would like you to.
She's trying to finesse him.
There's no other way to get home other than you at my residence. So
Okay.
would you like to help me?
Well, we would. Well, why don't you call an
then.
Uber?
So could you please get me there?
We're not going to leave you out here. And do you have ID with you?
No.
What's your first name?
Due to her high level of intoxication and noticeable detachment from reality, she presented a danger to herself and others.
I mean, you're the one who protects the law. So
She's
I'm
cooked,
pretty
bro.
Sure you should know more than me,
She's super cooked.
Who knows?
It was a Tinder date, probably.
You're not going to talk to me like a child. You're drunk.
You're talking to me like a
Lower
child.
your voice.
Whoa.
I'm not drunk. I'm completely sober. Would you like to ask me a question that...
You're not completely sober. You're the one that told us you drove here drunk.
I did not drive here drunk. I didn't tell you I drove here drunk.
You did.
No, I didn't. No, I walked here. Prove to me that I drove here drunk.
Hey.
Prove to me.
Calm
Prove
down.
it.
Calm
Prove
down.
it.
Your car's right there, ma'am. If you walked here, how did your car get here? That's an easy one. She's wilding out. Yeah, I can already see y'all that this is about to turn into a complete shit show. Oh man.
Hey, calm down.
Prove it. Yeah, you ain't got...
Your last warning.
You're swearing. You're yelling.
Okay, then
go to
bring
jail
me
for
to
this.
jail because you don't have proof that I drove here drunk.
Okay, but
You
you're-
lie.
you're causing
You lie,
things.
though.
Okay, stand
All
up.
right, you're under arrest.
Stand up.
Come on, get up. I'll grab her phone.
They got her.
But the good thing is we'll keep you. We got some place for you to stay tonight, so you can sober
Yeah,
up.
my daddy will be great to hear about both.
Yeah, good. But he can't come bond you out until you sober up.
I'm sorry, what?
Until you sober up. You can't be bonded out until you sober up.
I'm not trying to get bonded out.
Okay, well, you'll be. I'll grab the phone. Come on.
She like, I'm in it for life.
Yeah, we have one in custody.
Where's my
You guys want to come up? I don't know. Only you would know that.
Oh, really? You guys have been watching me the whole time. You don't know?
You don't have any shoes over
It
there.
is about to
You
go
have a phone.
downhill from here.
I've been sitting there the whole time. I haven't
Ricardo,
moved.
thank you, brother.
You guys don't know where it went?
I have no idea what you did.
So glad to know
I know where my
that.
shoes are.
Oh, no. I was not
Where's your
leaving.
car?
Y'all
'Cause
left
apparently
my shoes.
You left your keys
Hey,
in the car.
that's all on you guys. Hey.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, man.
Y'all don't know.
One of the best decisions in my life was to stop drinking liquor.
You don't care all of a sudden my shoes. I don't
9
have
years
to-
sober.
Where's your
care about my
key?
car?
Well, no, we want to make sure your keys aren't
Really?
lost
You
or anything like that.
Where?
have
Where
any-
is it? You don't
where's
care
your-
about my shoes, but you care about my car.
You don't have a purse.
You don't have shoes. You don't have.
Yes, it was over there.
Do you have a purse? That's what we're
Yes,
trying to help
it
you.
was all over there along with my shoes.
At
and
the
you
tree,
guys
there was
are
only your
robbing me
phone.
of everything.
We only seen your
No,
phone.
all
Okay,
of my-
okay, Jessica, relax. We'll go over there and look.
We'll look again, but
We just are asking you. We don't know. We weren't here. We don't
And
know.
I don't deserve to be.
We haven't. We treat you with nothing respect. You've been yelling at us and swearing at us. And
Really?
you know
Because
what?
I'm handcuffed
It's probably
for
not
no
because
reason.
you're probably normally
For no reason. You're drunk.
And I'm not even drunk.
So
I'm
relax.
just lost my boyfriend.
Let's see how drunk.
I know. Okay, we'll come over here.
Didn't you just say he wasn't your boyfriend?
You want to open the back door there? Let's get her in there. All right, come over here.
You don't need to push
All right,
me.
come on. Go ahead.
Hey, do y'all understand for a woman to get like this, like to this level of going out and getting blasted drunk over her man, do you understand how good of a pipe you have to be laying to make a woman this distraught when you leave her? Yo, bro must have been breaking the back out because she is all the way over the edge, distraught that she lost him or something happened with him, you know, because he left her and she went down this road. Bro was laying it down. You know what I mean?
But have a seat. We'll have her take a seat.
Yeah, but I managed to figure out how to get up on.
Good job.
Yeah, but you didn't figure it out. But I'm so wasted.
I agree.
Yeah, well, claps for you. You're ignorant.
She surprisingly agreed to a preliminary breath test,
What?
which resulted in 0.20.
I'm sorry,
Your window,
repeat.
blow out, exhale, okay? You missed the whole tube. I thought you were
I keep trying. Quit yelling at me.
This is yelling at you! I'm not yelling. See? You see the difference? Let me help you out.
see the difference.
Yo, yo, the cop is getting tired of her shit. This is crazy. This is crazy.
That's why you're shit-faced. You're .20.
Ah, that's it. Can one of you guys just run over there, look for a purse? It's right. We found her. Oh, you found her?
Yeah, there's a purse in her car.
Oh, okay.
And her keys are in there.
She didn't even know where it was. She thought they were over there. Okay, this is her stuff.
What'd she do over at Portofino?
I don't know. Sounds like, I mean, they gave us that call earlier. She admitted she was there. Got in a fight with her boyfriend. He said she's a drunk or something, and she got mad, and she was acting like with us.
She like broke a bottle, and they already cleaned it up.
She's just acting disorderly. She's like, yeah.
But there's no charges over there. A glass that was already broken, and she kind of knocked it on the ground, but it was already broken. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, she was just out of control, man.
Yeah, and I guess she kind of was slapping at a worker, but he's like, no, I don't want to do anything. Like I was just holding her back. She was just trying to do it.
Oh, she's out of control.
But yeah.
People are flagging us down.
And then I was like, okay,
because we were right here. Yeah, we pulled in. We were like watching, and then she was by a tree. She was standing by a tree, and people were like pointing. So we were like, we found your purse, Jessica. You got it. Hey, Jessica, you can't try to escape. Jessica, you can't be doing that, or we're gonna have to spray you, and we do not want to do that.
Go ahead.
We don't want to.
I deserve to be back here.
No, you can't be doing that.
She don't deserve to be back there.
Good luck.
Portofino's a nice Italian restaurant. Is it? Are you over there in Michigan?
Yeah, you want a kiss?
Nah.
She broke a glass, right?
Threw a glass in another party and broke it.
The BAC was a 0.2 on the money.
2-0, yeah. A terrible ball.
Yeah. You said you don't need air? I'm just trying to give you air. Help you out.
Government.
Yeah, bros. The cops over here is laughing. Hey, yo, they're exercising the demons in the back of that cruiser. My God. You hear this? She's absolutely crazy. Hey, yo, absolutely crazy. That was some exorcism level screams, bro. Straight up. Straight up. Wait, Ricardo on TikTok said, I've seen a video like this before. Bunch of men in uniform and one lucky lady. I usually fast forward this part. Shut up, y'all.
So do I, yeah.
It's so funny. You don't know who you're dealing with. God takes people who have no idea. And he makes examples, and you all get to watch.
What?
She was then transported to the jail, where she continued to be a problem.
She's not drunk. She's got demons, bro.
Please, all of a sudden you care about me? Jeez.
I'm going to close this.
Excuse me. I would really... No, just my passport is in my coach clutch. It's a zipper. I have no problem telling you it. Not that one.
Nope, she got your passport right there.
Okay, good deal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Same money.
Anything to clear anything up.
Do you have any money?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do you have any money
Yeah.
here?
What's that?
Money?
Maybe a few dollars from Canada, but other than that, I...
Canada? What?
All right, calm down. Okay, spread your feet for me. Oh my God.
Well, you said spread your feet. I'm just...
Yo, did she just bend it over? Did you see what she just did? Wait. Yo, she got in the position. Yo, wait a minute.
All right, calm down. Okay, spread your feet for me. Oh my God.
Yo, she took the position like she was ready for it. She was ready to take those back shots, bro. Kick is a green app. Yeah, but it's K-I-C-K, like you're kicking a ball. K-I-C-K. Come through, Aaliyah. Come through. Assume the position.
All right.
What is she doing?
An apartment.
Well, this one you're not going to be able to get up. Yeah, it's a special bracelet. It costs like $15,000. So unless you can like have like something to get it off.
Well, you better take it off or we're going to have to cut it.
I can't take it off, so please do cut it.
It doesn't come off?
It's garbage. Cut it. No, cut it! Cut it! Cut it!
Relax.
Cut
Make
it.
a skin your face. Make a
No.
skin.
No.
I don't want to cut it. Just take it off. What's this thing right here? Do you ever see one of these?
Yeah, you need a. Like,
Can you
Like you care.
I do care.
No, I just told you to cut it. Oh, I don't know you.
Let me get something to take
God.
that off.
Yeah, I think I got all
bitch who you are. Go ahead and cut it.
Calm down.
He didn't hear me. I was just making sure. Oh, really? But you couldn't figure out how to figure out my things, so we could all assume shit, right? Quit talking to me like I'm stupid, and you guys are the only ones who are smart. Yeah, you just did.
That's how quit yelling.
But you guys are yelling at me then, so what?
Do you learn about any food?
You got it?
People.
Food?
People.
She allergic to people.
While being held in the cell for detox, she began to go haywire. According to reports, jail staff later observed Jessica on camera attempting to fold and stuff her sleeping mat in the toilet, repeatedly flushing it in an effort to flood the cell. Subsequently, she climbed onto the sink, took off her dress, and placed it around her neck, while simultaneously trying to loop it around the light fixture on the ceiling and get it damaged. When jail staff responded to remove her from the sink, Jessica began to punch at several of them. In response, she was gifted pepper spray to the facial area.
I hate him. He was gifted pepper spray to the face. Happy birthday. That's not no gift. Oh, these guys are so funny. No. Yo, she caught the spray. That's crazy. Like, there's no way that this was alcohol, bro. She had to have been on something else with the alcohol. This is, I find it hard to believe that this is simply all alcohol behavior, that what she just was wilding out in there trying to do. That's insane. The best gift. I don't want that gift. Don't get that for Christmas for me. I'm straight.
She was then placed into another cell without her clothes, blanket, or sleeping mat until she was calm enough to have them back. After an hour of constant shit, she calmly agreed to use the blanket in the correct manner. Jessica was charged with misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct and resisting obstructing an officer. She also received citations for her behavior in the cell, light damages, striking 2 jailers, and causing a disturbance in the jail area. In the end, the misdemeanor charges were dismissed, and she was given a year of probation.
Well, there is Jessica, y'all. 1 year probation, assuming she had no other priors, it is what it is. They're not going to try and keep you locked up for just being drunk. When you're drunk, you become an ultimate asshole. Usually there's like the happy drunk, and then there's like the angry drunk. She definitely was on the angry drunk side of things, whatever she got going on or whatever else. She was wilding out. But that's Jessica. I don't even think there's a need to even grade this one. It's pretty clear and evident. She gets a big fat F. The cops get an A. They handled it properly. They were, for the vast majority of this, pretty respectful and tried to keep things calm and de-escalated, and did what they had to do, and it ended the way it ended. So poor Jessica. Batshit crazy. We got one more to go through, y'all. One more to go through. Let's see. Oop, no, this one. I'll say that one for the next one. Yo, Aaliyah, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. All right, we're gonna watch one more. This is a little bit longer one. What's the time here? I think we're good on time. We should be straight. All right, guys, real quick reminder. If you're on IG, if you're on TikTok, come on over to kick.com, djmoondawglive to watch the streams. All right, come on over. Follow, sub, all of that. Leah coming in with the roses. Thank you so much. Y'all some legends tonight on TikTok. Appreciate that. Damn, Leah going crazy. Fuck. All right, let's see what we got here. We got one more. All right, y'all. This is another one from the Lackluster channel. Please, as always, subscribe to the channel. Check out more of their videos. Support them. This one says, cops get sued, doesn't know the First Amendment, and gets destroyed by attorney. One thing that I absolutely love is when attorneys get cops on the stand and devour them, because this is almost like the nature's way of balancing things out. Because when you're on the streets, cops got to say it's their call or whatever. But then when it comes to the courtroom, cops don't got no say, nothing. It's the attorneys that really turn it up on them. And I really like when they press these cops and they, you know what I mean? They fumble them up, they get them all, make them look crazy and all that. In fact, I think we saw some of that in the Young Thug Day 4 trial with the detective that's out there testifying. Anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. Let's jump into this one.
Do you remember anything about the protections provided to citizens by the First Amendment?
No, I do not.
Were you offended by the contents of his signs?
No.
Why did you think they were offensive?
I didn't think they were offensive.
Why did you arrest them?
He was arrested because people had either called 911 or flagged us down about a gentleman that had offensive signs.
Were you offended by what Winston Knowles said?
No.
Do you think anyone that says a bad word publicly should be arrested?
No.
What if the sign said Blue Lives Matter?
How is Blue Lives? There's nothing vulgar about Blue Lives Matter. There's no profanity in Blue Lives.
He just told on himself. Hey, he just told on himself by that response right there. It goes to bias.
Saying that if the sign said Blue Lives Matter, Knowles would not have been arrested.
I'm telling you that based on the complaints that we received that day, a guy telling me that he was offended by the profanity and vulgar that was being used in the signs.
Just give up.
Objection, non-responsive. If Knowles said fuck the draft, would you have arrested him?
Directly to me or to
anyone?
If they were offended about it, yes.
Oh, bro. Hey, bro was lagging. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Bro was lagging.
Regarding the people that complained about the contents of Knowles'
Aaliyah, thank you
signs,
again, man.
Who were those people?
I do know one of them was Janet Nickel, but I do not know who the other people were.
How did the complainers complain to you? Did they talk to you?
One of them did.
What did they say?
They said that there was a gentleman holding signs down, gave the location, that had vulgar language on them and they were offensive.
Did they tell you why they thought the signs were offensive?
No.
Did they tell you what the contents of the signs were specifically, the words?
Well, I only spoke to the one gentleman, and he said there was offensive language on the signs.
And that was the only person that told you they were offended by the signs?
I can't really see what the sign says other than there's like death was written on it. Not sure what that's about.
Other than the calls that we received that dispatched to us, I verbally only spoke to the one gentleman.
Why did you slap the signs from Knowles' hands?
What am I doing?
Okay, can I see your other signs?
No, leave my feet away.
Sir, we've got a complaint of you out here holding up profanities.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't let me look at your sign, I'll take you in custody for disorderly conduct.
I'm not being disorderly.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you again. All right?
I don't consent to any searches or seizures.
Okay.
Yo, why did he just smack that? Like, what?
This is offensive to people that are driving by. And families that are driving by. Yes, it's disorderly conduct.
What's the penal code?
It's disorderly conduct.
Can you read that to me?
It's disorderly conduct.
Okay.
You have your ID on you?
No.
Okay. Now you're filling the ID.
I don't have
Put your hands right here.
Bro went full possum mode. Are you kidding me? I never seen this. Bro. Yo, he went into full possum. I'm dead. Hey, yo. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm crying. Are you kidding me? I gotta play that back. Look what he did. He just dropped to the ground.
It's disorderly conduct. You have your ID on you?
No.
Okay. Now you're filling the ID.
This is great.
Put your hands right here.
As I explained earlier.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, Lord. All right. Okay, sorry.
One is an officer safety issue because I don't know what the
Oh, here it
signs are
is.
made out of or what they were.
Oops. Let's see what the signs say. Something system's gonna, I'm guessing, F itself, F'd up and stuff. Give me liberty or give me death. All right. And, I mean, freedom of speech, right?
They could be used as a weapon. And secondly, we were still
Wait,
investigating.
did he just say it could be used as a
whether crime had
weapon?
been committed,
What?
signs are made out of, or what they were. They could be used as a weapon.
Come
Secondly,
on,
we were still
bro.
investigating
Come
whether a crime
on.
had been committed. And he was unwilling to show us what the other two signs, or what the sign said, other than what we could see.
Did you believe that Mr. Knowles had an obligation to give you those signs?
What do you mean, an obligation?
Did you have the right to see those signs?
Yo, you know what's funny? Here's the problem with this, is when they're out in the streets, they tell the citizen what, they'll tell the citizen what they have the right to do, and they know the law. Then the minute they're getting deposed or they're on the stand, these fucking cops all of a sudden don't really know the law. So it's scary because a lot of them don't actually know the laws or misinterpret them. You know what I'm saying? And this lawyer's going to eat his ass up because look at his dumbass response. He's lagging, stalling, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really don't know. He really don't know the law.
Well, it's part of our investigation.
Did Mr. Knowles have the right to refuse showing you the signs?
Anybody can refuse anything.
Objection form.
Why did you hit the sign so hard?
Objection form.
I didn't know I hit the signs hard.
Smack the shit.
Did you hit the signs hard?
He's got, yo, what a lie. Yo, this lying, bro. Hey, he smacked this shit. Yo, he smacked that board like it owed him money.
I didn't know I hit the signs hard.
Look at this. Wow.
Did you hit
Look
the
at
signs
this.
hard?
I don't know.
Objection form.
Did you hit them softly?
I'm objection.
I don't know what your definition of hard and soft is, and
Oh,
that was 5 years ago.
How do
semantics.
you define hard and soft? You can use your own definition, please.
In regards to what?
The level of force that you applied to the signs.
Objection form.
I mean, I don't know how I would describe hitting a sign soft or hard.
Why didn't you use less
They
force when
soaked it
touching
on
the
his
signs?
face.
Objection.
I didn't know I used too much force.
Could you have used less force when touching the signs?
Objection form.
In regards to what? I mean, what was the amount of force that I used?
You said earlier that you conducted an investigation after you arrived on the scene that day. With
Dude is
Knowles.
glitching hard.
What were the results of that investigation?
In regards to what?
You notice the common trend here in regards to what he's trying to stall. He's trying to throw it back on the attorney. These depositions. They're playing the mental gymnastics game all 100%. So to a certain extent, it might not be that he's totally dumb. He's doing this as a tactic to kind of deflect from answering. He's got that dumb Gomer Powell face, looking ass face too.
Did you find anything during your investigation that caused you to arrest Knowles? That caused anyone to arrest Knowles?
Through our investigation, we determined that disorderly conduct had been committed.
How did disorderly conduct get committed?
Due to the verbiage that was on the signs, and we had received complaints.
If you received the same complaints and those signs had said something different, would Knowles have been arrested?
The same complaints in what? Because the complaint we had was, it was vulgar and offensive.
What I'm asking you is, if the complaints were the same, but the contents of the signs were different, would Knowles have been arrested?
Objection form.
That's speculation because I don't know what verbiage you're referring to.
What if the sign said Blue Lives Matter?
How is Blue Lives? There's nothing vulgar about Blue Lives Matter. There's no profanity in Blue Lives Matter.
Are you saying that if the sign said Blue Lives Matter, Knowles would not have been arrested?
I'm telling you that based on the complaints that we received that day, a guy telling me that he was offended by the profanity and vulgar that was being used in the signs.
The licking, glitching.
Objection, non-responsive. If the complaints were the same, but the sign said Blue Lives Matter, would Knowles have been arrested that day?
Objection, fine. There's no vulgar or profanity in in the verb or term, the verbiage or term Blue Lives Matter.
Do you think anyone that says a bad word publicly should be arrested?
No.
Why not?
You thought long about that one.
Did someone complain on them, or they just out there just throwing a fit? No complaints. I mean, there's several reasons why we would not arrest someone. I mean, if nobody finds it offensive, then disorderly conduct's not met.
So if the language on the signs had not offended someone, Knowles would have been arrested, or would he not have been arrested?
So you're telling me we didn't receive any calls and nobody complained to us? Would we have arrested Knowles that day?
Correct.
No, we wouldn't not have.
How do you believe that Mr. Knowles resisted arrest?
When we went to touch him, to place his hands behind his back,
he pulled the opossum.
He fell to the ground and rolled around, or I don't know what the term is, but allowed us to keep from obtaining his hands.
Did Knowles come into contact with you while you alleged that he resisted?
Like physically contact?
Correct.
Don't believe so.
After Knowles hit the ground, did he say anything?
I don't recall.
Did you ask him any questions?
I do not recall that either.
Did any officer ask him any questions?
Sorry, I don't remember.
What disorderly conduct do you believe Knowles committed that day of his arrest?
Using profanity at motorists passing by.
You're referring to the profanity on the signs?
No. Shortly before my arrival, he, I guess, used profanity at motorists that had their windows down. And as I come up, Officer Clark's explaining that to him.
But you didn't see that or hear that?
That is correct.
Did Clark tell you what that profanity was?
He said he's already heard him using, and I don't remember the exact verbiage or terms, but I've already heard you out here cussing at motorists. I believe is how Clark worded it in the video as I'm walking up.
What specifically did Clark say to you about Knowles' prior disorderly conduct?
He was explaining it to Knowles that as I'm walking up, he's explaining it to him that, look, I've already heard you out here cussing at people.
So he was talking to Knowles, not you?
That is correct.
Did any motorists complain about the prior alleged profanities that Knowles said before you arrived?
Well, the one gentleman told me about the signs, and regarding what the people on 911 called in about, I do not recall that.
So every complaint that you received was about the signs, is that right?
That I'm not aware of. I don't know what the people that called or the verbiage used when dispatch gave us the call, if it was about the signs or if it was about language.
So you can't remember...
You don't know anything.
If anyone complained about verbal language and you didn't hear any allegedly profane verbal language from Knowles at the scene?
I did not hear it, but I heard Clark explaining to Knowles that he has already witnessed it or observed it himself.
Do you know anything about any actual allegedly profane verbal statements that Knowles made?
No.
From Officer Clark, yes.
What was the language that Officer Clark told you he used?
I don't remember exactly what it was.
What do you remember that Clark told you?
Clark didn't tell me anything. I heard it as I was walking up.
As you sit here today, you cannot give me one allegedly profane verbal statement that Knowles made. Is that correct?
I know he made them, but you're asking me for specifically what he said, and I don't know what that is. It's on video. It's in a report.
What is on video?
It's not.
Where Officer Clark is explaining to Winston, I've already heard you cussing at motorists or using profanities or vulgarities, or I don't know the exact term, but Clark is explaining to Winston Knowles as I'm walking up what has occurred.
Did you ask Clark what he means?
No, I did not.
You can tell the cops
So
irritated.
you don't know what profanities Knowles said.
Verbatim, no, I do not.
Do you know one word of profanity that Knowles said?
No, I do not.
And you are not aware of any person that was offended by what Knowles said?
No.
Was anybody offended by the contents of those signs?
The gentleman that flagged us down there on Main Street, and there were some callers that called in that were either offended by his language or what was on the signs.
Did they say that they were offended specifically?
MD, what's up?
That I do not recall.
Did they use the word offended?
That I do not recall.
Did they use the word upset?
That I do not recall.
Do you know any specific words that any person complaining about Winston
Hell
Knowles
no.
said?
He doesn't.
No, I do not.
Were you offended by what Winston Knowles said?
Yeah, were you? You didn't act like
Were you
it's
offended by the contents of his signs?
smacking that sign out of his hand.
Why did you think they were offensive?
I didn't think they were offensive.
That's why you arrest
Why
him.
did you arrest them?
Thank you. Check and mate. Your Honor, we're dismissing all charges. Dismiss all charges and lock this goddamn cop up for lying.
He was arrested. He was arrested because people had either called 911 or flagged us down about a gentleman that had offensive signs, and obviously Clark observed him using offensive language while he was there.
Yo, here's the problem with it is that what the lawyers pinning him on here, what doesn't look good for him, is that people can call in the complaint, sure. Once you arrive, you have to investigate it. If you looked at the signs and you observed it, if you looked and you objectively looked at the signs, was there profanity written on it? Sure. But it's also a freedom of speech thing. So if he wasn't offended, he would have been like, all right, bro, like, you're good. Just, just don't block the street or whatever else. Do what you got to do, whatever. Clearly, he felt some type of way to follow up on the initial call to arrest this guy. So that's where the lawyer's exposing him right now. He's trying to make it seem like I was just there to do my job and da-da-da. Like, no, bro, because you felt some type of way that you saw what was written on those placards and you decided to move forward with it because you felt that it was offensive.
If Knowles said, fuck the draft, would you have arrested him?
Objection. Directly to me or to who?
To anyone.
If they were offended about it, yes.
He recalls nothing.
So are you saying that if anyone said anything offensive to anyone, you would arrest them?
I don't think certain terms, just because you're offended by them, does not constitute that. But when you have vulgarities or profanities in there, yes, I believe it is.
So you would arrest somebody if a citizen complained about vulgarities?
Objection. So a citizen made the police department or dispatch aware that they had used profanities and vulgarities and were offended. Would I arrest someone?
Stop stalling, bro. He's stalling.
That's what I'm asking.
He's stalling.
Yes.
How many people would you say you arrest in a year?
Have no clue.
You can't tell me an average number of people that you arrest every year?
That is correct. I have absolutely no clue.
How long have you been a police officer?
15 years now? 16 years?
And you have no idea how many people you arrest per year?
Objection. Sir, I don't keep up with statistics like that. I don't I don't have a clue how many tickets I write a year.
Have you arrested more than 5 people in your career?
I believe that would be an accurate statement.
Have you?
Imagine being a cop for 16 years and you never arrested 5 people. Like, worst cop ever. This guy is just, answer the question, objection. Right?
Observed more than 10 arrests in your career?
I'd probably say I have observed more than 10 arrests in my career.
Have you observed more than 15 arrests in your career?
I'd probably say that's an accurate statement.
How about more than 20?
I don't know.
I could probably say that's an accurate statement. Over
Bro,
15 years,
you've done
I've
hundreds.
observed
You've done
more than
hundreds.
20 people get arrested.
Yeah. Let's stop.
Have you observed more than 25?
That I don't know.
Have you observed more than 30 arrests in your career?
I don't know.
Do you remember any specific details about your training regarding First Amendment rights?
No, I do not.
Yeah, there you go. Hey. Case dismissed. This guy don't know the First Amendment rights, bro. That's a problem with a lot of the cops. They don't even know the fucking core foundational laws of the Constitution. They might know a little municipal ordinance, but they don't know like the bigger things for your rights.
Are you saying that you don't remember one word from your training regarding First Amendment rights?
Objection.
Object these nuts.
Are you sure that the First Amendment related training occurred?
We went over the elements of the Constitution, and I believe the First Amendment is part of the Constitution.
But specifically the First Amendment, you don't remember?
Correct.
Do you remember how long you spent studying constitutional rights?
No, I do not.
Have you had any training related to constitutional rights since you became an officer?
I do not recall.
Hell no.
Have you had any training at all since you became an officer?
Yes.
Is this an investigation of a valid officer?
Topics
That's questionable.
have you been trained on since you became an officer?
I don't recall all of them.
Name one.
Accident investigation.
Shut up. Just get him out of here.
Anything else?
Get him out of
I'm
here.
sure there's others.
Where did you receive the training regarding constitutional rights in 2007?
As when I was in the police academy, is that what you're referring to?
I'm referring to the training that you refer to, that you received in 2007 regarding First Amendment rights.
The Collin County College Police Academy.
And who trained you in constitutional rights?
Could not tell you.
Exactly.
Because you don't
Hey, Chad, he skipped that day on the academy training, clearly.
remember?
You're asking for the instructor's name? No, I do not remember the instructor's name.
Stop zooming in on his lips.
How many hours did you spend studying constitutional rights?
Do not recall.
Do you remember anything about the protections provided to citizens by the First Amendment?
He needs more water. Yeah.
No, I do not.
Damn.
Are you aware that the First Amendment gives citizens what's known as the freedom of speech? Have you heard of the freedom of speech?
I have.
What do you think that means?
Here we go. Processing. Someone give me the AOL dial-up sound.
Interpretations are a dime a dozen. But basically, someone can
what?
Speak freely.
Imagine how many officers out there understand the First Amendment in the same way he explained it. That's scary. How are some people employed in these roles when the fundamental premise of the work is to uphold the laws, all of them, and be aware of them and follow them properly, and also hold people to them appropriately. And this man just said it allows you to say stuff like, no, dude is crumbling.
Amendment protect a person from being arrested because of what they say.
He hungrily licks his lips.
Objection form calls for legal conclusion.
Do I answer it?
Answer.
I think at times it may.
Has the police department provided you with any subsequent training on constitutional rights since you've been an active officer?
Of course not.
I do not recall.
Have you received any training, guidance, or instruction regarding First Amendment rights while you've been a police officer?
Objection form.
In the police academy, I know we went over the constitutional rights.
But anything since then?
I do not recall.
Bro, that class must have been like a 15-minute class. I like that is like a core principle of our society, and he doesn't even have any level of understanding of it whatsoever. It's pretty scary. And what I will say is, you know, we know that there's bad cops, but the problem I have is not necessarily with individual cops, because you know there are gonna be bad ones and they'll get them out of there, but it's the institution of policing, and I think that's what isn't communicated a lot. A lot of times it's just predicated on individual officers. It's there's a certain level of accountability for just shitty people that get into those jobs, but I think more of it tends to be that the institution of policing is failing those people that go into those careers. They're not giving them the proper training whatsoever. A lot of times they just want to fill a slot because they just need people on the street. So they get them through the academy with like bare minimum knowledge, and then they don't hold them to standards once they're in the field. Like how many, like, y'all, let's keep it a buck. When you go out into your neighborhood, your hood, your city, whatever, at least in America, it's going to be different overseas for sure. But here in America, you go out there, you're going to see a lot of fat, overweight cops. And I'm not fat shaming, but in that role, you should not be obese. You should not be fat because you cannot carry out your duties in a physical manner. How you going to run and chase somebody down with your fat ass, with all your duty belt, your weapons, your vest on? You're not. How are you going to handle, God forbid, a physical interaction? You're trying to subdue someone. You're going to get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like officers are not held to height and weight standards. They're not held to frequent weapons training and retraining qualifications. Like when you're in the military, it's quarterly at minimum that you're doing refresher training. You're on the rifle range. You're recalling. You have to maintain those standards. Yeah, physical training throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that because they are failing these officers in their education and the educational side of it in terms of them being trained properly in the laws and the physical aspect of it all. Like they're not holding them to physical height weight standards. So then they're out of shape. And when they're out of shape because they can't defend themselves, because they don't know how to do any of this stuff, and they have to resort to higher up the force continuum to subdue someone. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not in shape enough to go hand to hand with someone. So now you got to pull out the gun a lot quicker versus someone that was actually trained in, self-defense or something like that. Like you see what I'm saying here? Like just the average cop is just, it's sad that there's a lot of people that want to become cops just for the job security, for the pension. And they're not really there with the intention of, I genuinely want to serve my community. I genuinely care about people. I genuinely want to protect people. You could tell the officers that have that passion for that from the ones that are just there to clock in the work for a check, for the pension, and then they log off, they clock out, and it's like they treat it as a job. Those are some of the worst fucking officers, I swear.
Have you ever arrested anybody because they said something?
I do not recall.
Are you saying that in your entire career,
Mr. G said cops should know the laws like they're lawyers, especially since they have to enforce those laws. They should know the laws. They should have a basic understanding of those laws. Yes. They may not have to know the intricacies of all the details to which a lawyer has to know it, but they should know what the First Amendment is. They should know when they are in coaching on the First Amendment. They should know when they're in coaching on the 4th. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys don't. They just go out and carry out whatever it is they want to do because they feel empowered to do it. Oh, I'm a cop, I could do it. You know, it's our policy, whatever. It doesn't mean that it's right. And it's fine because you know what? They're going to get brought up in these lawsuits. And I just wish that qualified immunity was gone and that those officers could be held personally responsible and that they could get sued directly, because then you'd have a lot more officers thinking twice about doing shady shit. Because now you're at risk of being sued directly, and it's not just the city that has to pay the settlement. Now it's going to come out of your end too. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of officers are going to think twice about doing some fuck shit.
That you cannot remember one time that you arrested somebody because of a statement they made.
Objection. That is correct.
You said that a few days ago you were able to review the dash cam video of this arrest.
That is correct.
Did you watch the full video?
Glitching.
Of who's recording?
Glitching.
Your dash cam recording.
I watched the first few minutes until Mr. Knowles was placed in the handcuffs.
You know what the final results of this case was for Mr. Knowles?
I do not.
Do you know if he got convicted of a crime?
I do not.
Probably should. By the way, Dustin on TikTok said, every time he says, I do not recall, take a shot. It'd be one hell of a drinking game. Facts. Cops don't even know what guns they come across in line of duty. They let people off who deserve federal charges, but convict innocent. Okay.
Okay. I think I'm all done.
No questions.
No questions.
To trial.
Months after the incident, a large group gathered to protest at the same corner, carrying various signs with more extreme profanities than what Otto was holding. Officers responded to the scene, but nobody was arrested.
And a sheriff's office dispatch.
Hi, there's some people out here at Interstate 30 and South Elm that have some very offensive signs. There's signs that say, shit is f***ed up, that police.
You know, with a bunch of signs that said, you know, some profanities and stuff.
We know, we're aware of it.
Citizens of the United States have a well-established constitutional right to protest law enforcement in public places, but Sergeant Dial was seemingly motivated by a malicious desire to punish Otto for his
smacked
speech
that sign so
critical
hard,
of
bro.
government misconduct.
Like I owed him money.
Otto was arrested and initially charged with disorderly conduct, obscene language, and resisting arrest, though the officers never established probable cause of any of these crimes, and because of that, the resisting charge was changed to interfering, and the case was split into 2 counts in separate courts so that Otto would be forced to attend 2 times for each hearing. Eventually, both bogus charges would be dismissed, and Otto would move to file a pro se lawsuit against Sergeant Dial and Officer Short for their violations to his First Amendment rights and malicious prosecution. Other claims in the lawsuit were thrown out due to complications, filing the lawsuit without legal counsel, but despite his struggles with the court's procedures, Otto was finally awarded nearly $25,000.
Let's go.
But it took almost 4 years. Of course, no word of disciplinary action for the officers is known, and the taxpayers would ultimately pay for the officers' crimes against Otto.
Yep, there it is again. We always see it. They get promoted. They always get promoted in these. I swear to God, they always get promoted, bro. Oh, you know what? 25 bands, you know, it was more about the point. It was more about the point of it all. You know what I mean? And then it's pretty embarrassing for this officer, for him to have been deposed, and now it's all out there in the public. It definitely shows you what kind of an idiot he is, stepping on people's rights and stuff. You know what I mean? Too many pitbulls not in shape. Yup. Certain career fields, you just have to be, you have to have a certain level of physical wellness. It's just, you got to do it. Imagine if our military, if everyone could be whatever kind of weight, we wouldn't be efficient. We wouldn't be, it would be very bad. You know what I mean? You have to have certain professions that have to have, you know, physical standards. You know what I'm saying? You have to. That was a wild one. That was a wild one for sure. Pro se, meaning he's his own lawyer. Yeah, he filed it on his own part. Hey, you know what? Considering he did it by himself, he managed to get 25 bands off the city. You know what I'm saying? That makes them look bad. That makes the city look bad. It makes the officer look bad. And this goofy ass still got promoted. Just we see it all the time in these videos. Cop does something stupid, promotion. Cop does something stupid or wrong, resigns and goes to work at another department. You know what I mean? Like they just never, I don't know. It just never turns out like that. I missed a big payday. If he would have gotten a lawyer, he probably would have. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see, y'all. I think we got through some of the videos I wanted to get through for today. What I'm thinking about though is we got some time. Let's see. Young Thug's trial went down. I had internet issues yesterday, so we missed a day. Day 4 was today. They've been not interviewing, excuse me. They've been they've had the detective on the stand, and what I heard on social media was that the lawyers were eating his ass up, on the witness stand, cross-examining. So do we want to watch some of it? I don't know if I want to watch some of it today. But what I'm gonna do though, if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, y'all, I'm gonna kill those streams. We're gonna keep it all on Kick for however long I'm on, for the next hour or so, 2 hours, whatever. Coming over to Kick if you want to kick it, no pun intended, with me and the rest of the community. Kick.com, djmoondawglive. You can see right above me over here. You can see the URL. And if you want to watch any of my streams, run it back, or get the stream highlights, you can go to the YouTube channel and sub over there so you don't miss any of that. If you're on IG, I created 2 channels on my profile. Join those. One's for content updates so you don't miss anything. And the second one that I'm doing is, because the holiday season's coming up, Christmas coming up, I know for guys and for girls, ladies, trying to find nice gifts for your partner or someone, you know, that you got your eye on can be challenging. So I've been sharing a lot of dope stocking stuffer ideas and stuff that will be great gifts for him or for her. So check out that other channel if you need some gift ideas. They're all pretty much off of Amazon, so you can grab them and check them all out. You know what I'm saying? Pickle, what's up? When your parents walk into the wrong time while watching anime. Okay. Veterans, family, generational, police are the main individuals who become police officers. Yeah, a lot of veterans do. I never even considered I would do that. I knew I would never be a local cop. Never. You know what I mean? So, all right, yo, IG and TikTok. Hey, thank y'all for the love tonight, man. If you don't happen to come over to Kick, it's all good. We'll see you guys on the stream tomorrow. Yeah, come on over. Kick.com, djmoondawglive. Again, it's right above me. Hit that link. Come on over. Say what's up. All right. And if not, check out the latest reel and TikTok I posted up about what's her name? Taylor. Also, I'm just looking now on TikTok. We're 87 out of 100 for the gift goal. Hey, thank y'all for that. Appreciate it. And we'll link up on the next live, all right? All right, 1 second. All right. You guys still with me? Here's the question. What do you guys feel like doing? I'm down for whatever. Do we want to watch the trial? Do we want to do some other random shit? I don't know. We could do some we tried to do the driving the other day. The internet looks like it's holding up decently today. Oh, by the way, if you're on YouTube, yo, YouTube fam, can't forget about y'all. Much love. If you're over there, come on over to Kick. All right. Come on over to Kick.